Hola a todos, bienvenidos a SSR Tier 2 de Mexico, making Chalupa 1234. Now that that's out of the way, everyone, welcome to SSR Tier 2 from the beautiful little racetrack of Mexico. I love this racetrack. Fast, technical, very open. Gonna be lots of opportunities for overtaking. And here we are now for a short qualifying. That sounds really loud. Let me turn the game down here. There we go, that sounds a little better. Now we see all the drivers coming out for qualifying here. Short qualifying, of course. This little racetrack, plenty of overtaking opportunities, long straightaways. There's also a lot of runoff, which means a lot of corner cutting. We're going to see plenty of invalidations. It's going to be really important to get laps up on the board. It's going to be the first one to take a flying lap here is going to be Arthur. New to SSR, new to Tier 2. Now for the first flying lap, Arthur on the mediums. It's an interesting strategy. Tire wear is pretty high around this racetrack. There's definitely going to be some guys going on the mediums, but I just don't think they're going to be fast enough. On that pace from the softs is of course always really, really good. Arthur gets a decent run through turns 1, 2, and 3. Very easy to corner cut this first sector. So far, Arthur having a very clean run. Now through the S's, he actually brakes and downshifts. That's not how you want to do it at all. The second part of the S's, they're always flat. Not always flat. For some drivers, it can't be flat if you have enough downforce, but definitely don't need to be downshifting. Now coming through the final few corners, very technical, very low traction. Now through this swooping right-hander, and coming across the line for the first session of the day, Arthur sets a 1:16.3. Teammate GB is the one that I want to see. He's actually going to not get a good run through the last corner, but coming up to the line, he's going to go P2 with a 1:15.3. Can definitely do better than that. Now Platnor's only going to manage P4. $10 invalidated there, so total 420 now. Runs a little deep and he takes the wide approach, going P6 with a 1:18 flat. Now B-Mars in the Mercedes. Wait, why is B-Mars in the Mercedes? Where's AJ at? Alright, it seems like I missed something. Okay. Anyways, B-Mars in P7 on the mediums at 1:17. See a few invalidations there. 10 is going to be the next one to set a quick lap time on the soft tires. Championship leader, of course. First SSR champion. Keeps it in third gear through the final corner. Now coming up to the line, he's going to go into P2 with a 1:15.2. Very good lap. And immediately Stenner, P1 with a 1:14.4. Really good lap. Stenner in P1, Bone in P2 right now. Nice to see, nice to see. Notice these drivers not taking that curb to the left-hand side to get a wider entry into turn 1. It gains you a lot of time if you do that, but nobody's trying that right now. Wow, another driver braking for the second part of the S's there. Did not expect to see that. Now coming through the final few corners, let's see what Max can do for his first valid lap. Coming across the line now, he's going to jump into P6 with a 1:15.7. Solid lap for sure. Max, he's been driving pretty good. He's been driving very well these last few races, collecting all those points. Jamie not having the best of runs through the third sector, but anyways, now he's going to come across the line and jump up into P8, 1:15.7. Now most of the drivers are in the pits or on their in laps, getting ready for their second runs, or letting a little bit more time tick off here. Whoa, Ritzy. Game says that he's done 4 laps. Okay. Right now, Luigi sitting in P10 out on another lap here. Gets a pretty good run through turns 1, 2, and 3. It's a big old lockup right there. Definitely going to cost him some time. Man, ooh, and he cuts the corner there. I was just getting ready to say, man, I'm seeing a lot of these drivers take it really easy through the S's. Lifting much more than what I would have expected out of these guys, but who knows how much downforce. Maybe they're really trimmed out for the long front straight. Let's see here for SSR. These through the S's. The final corner now, coming up to the line. Let's see what he's going to 8 with 6. Make Bone Apple Tea. And P2 looking to improve his lap time. 3 seconds. Whoa! Apologies, my wife. Anyways, now on board with Bascom singing P5. He's going to jump up to P3 with a 115 flat. Alright, now the stream seems to be doing okay. Maybe Twitch is just having one of its signature mess-ups. Standard invalidated right there. Lost a big old chunk of qualifying, but it doesn't matter. $10 whole now is on an in lap. Jamie invalidated. Loogie, there we are. Right now in P12. Mercedes boys always have their struggles in qualifying, but they're normally really good in the race. Let's see what kind of lap Loogie can put together now. Coming across the line, he's going to jump into P10, going over half a second quicker. Solid improvement from him. That's taking it really easy. Must be on the in lap. Just Sander right now in P8. Going through the S's. But he's pretty committed through there. On track for a pretty good lap time. Yeah, going over half a second quicker. Alright, now sitting in P8. Let's see if he can catapult himself up to the top. Doesn't get the best of runs through the final corner, but now coming across the line, he's going to jump into P4 with a 114.6. Really good lap right there. For the Formula Maxim, P12 so far. Still using a little bit of brake through the S's. But he improves by over half a second. Track is really shaping up. These drivers are starting to get really confident right at the end of qualifying here. Just with 2.5 minutes to go, these drivers are going to start coming up and are coming out and setting their final laps. Max is going to jump into P7, 115.1. Richie has done a lot of laps in this qualifying session. He's probably using the session for a little bit of practice there. Really holding it through 6th gear all the way through the S's. He's really revving his higher gears out. Through the final corner, keeping the car stable, taking a tight line. Now up to the line, he's going to jump into P3 with a 1:14.4. Teammate Bone Apple T just started a flying lap. Let's catch somebody at the end of theirs. Let's go with Jamie. Right now in P13, not improving much on his previously best lap as he almost spins the car, and he does spin the car. Oh, Jamie. Traction is not the best through those corners, and well, we just saw. And now he's gonna hold up a car behind him, 10. Ah. He jumps up to P6, but he didn't have the best of camera angles to look at it, but it definitely looks like Jamie unintentionally held up 10 right there. Stenner using a tow from Arthur there. Ultra Titan keeping it pretty flat through the S's there, going 3/10 quicker. He's on track to snatch pole position if he can keep it up. Tight run to the line, and he's going to jump into P1 pole position as Stenner invalidated his lap. So right now, Ultra Titan in P1, and I think, yeah, no one else is going to be able to challenge him. Unless Bascombe can do something about it, which I don't think he can. He has gone 3/10 quicker. Now coming out of the final corner, gets a little bit of wheel spin, but up across the line, he's going to jump into P5 from 1:14.6, and that's qualifying over. Ultra Titan, GG, buddy. Pole position with Stenner in P2, Rissy in P3. First race for SSR, good qualifying from him. Bone Apple T in P4, and Bascombe rounding out our top 5. It's mostly everybody out on the soft tires. A fun qualifying session right there. Once again, my apologies for the problems that the stream was having, being laggy, but everything seems to be okay now. As here we are for this qualifying session. It's a pretty large gap between 1 and 2, but Stenner, of course, wasn't able to complete his final lap. B-Bar is the only one to try the mediums there. Not a good lap at all. Both Mercedes boys being knocked out. Not knocked out, this isn't full qualifying, but outside of the top 10, so they'll have free tire choice, of course. As Ultra Titan says, there we go, 3 poles in a row. Good stuff for sure. As here we are now, arriving to the grid, all the drivers getting their strategies sorted out, taking whatever break they need to do right now, whatever break they need to do. That's decent enough English right there. Point is, if anybody readies up before, I'm going to say, Loogie, then they will be handed a race ban, so nobody should be readying up until Loogie does so, of course. you do this to allow everyone to have ample amounts of time to adjust their setups, get their strategy right, sort out whatever they need to sort out after qualifying. We haven't had too many problems with it in Tier 2. Everybody knows the rule by now. Well, while we wait, let's take a look at the championship standings. On screen, there we are. On screen, you should be able to see the championship standings. $10 right now, leading the championship with 377 points. Of course, locking it up, but right now you're looking at the Tier 1 standings. Tier 1 goes live relatively soon after Tier 2. So make sure to stick around for that. There we are. The Tier 2 driver standings, as I said before, $10 locking it up. First SSR champion. Stenner right now sitting in P2. And Krob holding on to P3 for the moment, but Ultra Titan looking very keen to grab that third position in the Drivers' Championship. And then the Tier 3 standings. Tier 3 tomorrow at the same time as Tier 1. So midnight UK and 6 Central US. There's our Tier 3 champion, Whiffy. Congratulations. And there are the F2 standings right there. We also do F2 on Thursdays. If you're interested in driving for SSR, remember to visit our website. There's links everywhere for it. And look at our sponsorship logo, Sun Deli Subs. The best subs underneath the sun. If you're in the Jacksonville area, make sure to visit them. Visit their website, get all the info. Soup, sandwiches, subs, great atmosphere, great people. Now here we go. The drivers taking their spots on the grid. Ultra Titan keeping the field pretty bunched up together. Just making sure that his tire temps won't go to the floor once everybody gets together. See Lugi and Platinor. Or Lugi on the mediums, Platinor the only one on the hard tire right now. As we wait for everybody to load in, and there we go. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Ultra Titan getting a decently good launch there. Better than Stenner. He's going to maintain P1, but Ritzy right behind is going to draw alongside Stenner. Now it's a battle of who's going to break the latest, and it's going to be Ritzy. Maybe a little bit too deep. Making a little bit of contact at the apex of the corner, but everything's clean so far. Stenner and Ritzy still side by side, but Ritzy's he's gonna jump up into P2. Now his Williams teammate of Bone Apple T is gonna try to get Stenner down the inside. He's gonna make contact with Ritzy, pushing him out wide. Now Ritzy's gonna have to cut the corner, and he spins! Ritzy, no! Oh, Ritzy Raccoon. He did nothing wrong. Now $10 almost spins as he's made contact with the Racing Point driver, and now he's going to be dropping positions now. Carnage and chaos to start the Mexican GP. $10 and Dubsy going side by side with Maxim looking behind us. Whoa, Loogie goes really, really wide. He almost ran into somebody. That's why he had to take the escape road. No, B-Mars has spun. He spun in the stadium section. Chaotic first lap, but Ultra Titan is leading with Stenner in P2. And then behind, just Sander and Bone Apple T. Or the other way around, Bone Apple T, then Sanders. Oh, that was a chaotic first few corners there. We saw Ritzy get the job done on Stenner nice and clean, but then just Bone took a bad angle through the corners and pushed Ritzy out, and then, well, then we saw even more contact was made, and then boom, around people went. It's now Ritzy trying to recover. Right now sitting in P11, Bone Apple T picks up a penalty. Mexico, as said before earlier, very, very difficult on track extendings and corner cutting, all that stuff. So I would not be surprised if somebody gets disqualified today. Penalties will be racked up for sure. Is now Ritzy using overtake and slipstream. Oh, that's a nice camera angle right there. That is a really nice camera angle. As for Maxim, he's gonna fight back with a little bit more overtake. The two drivers now going side by side through turns 1, turns 2, and through turn 3. Ritzy is gonna get clear. Good side by side racing from those two right there. You know, Ritzy's a little angry right now. He's absolutely pushing, charging through the field. It's now Loogie, the first one on mediums. Right now in P12. This Dubsy picks up a time penalty. As there's their yellow flag in Sector 1. Oh no! Ultra Titan has spun! Don't do a dangerous rejoin. Let all these cars by, and that's so... as the head steward, that makes me cringe. That's definitely going to have to be looked at the end of the race there. Ultra Titan spinning. He was sitting in P1 pulling away, but... As now teammates battling Bascom, getting past Just Sander. Or no, it might have been Just Sanders battling Bascom. Wasn't really paying attention to what was going on up front. But now Ritzy and Dubsy going side by side. Both drivers having DRS. They're even. As Dubsy has to take it really, really slowly on the apex of the corner, stacking up everybody behind him. But the drivers keep it clean. Beautiful racing so far. Even though we've had a few spinners, a little bit of contact, it's been respectable. Whoop! Max twitches on the curbing there. That curb, you have to get up onto it to go fast, but it can be very dangerous in the race. As Ultra Titan is going to get past Max. Max didn't seem to put up too much of a challenge right there. Now we have this huge train in the midfield. Everybody very close together. Stenner, lap 5 already in the pits. Now Ultra Titan is looking on Dubsy. Why are we getting these bad camera angles? The two drivers going side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact is made. And Dubsy is going to lose 2 positions there. Wish we had a better camera angle to show instead of the nose cam. I don't know why Codemasters added that into the game. It's not a good camera angle. Wish we could have seen a little bit more, but whatever. Nothing we can really do about it, as Lukey and Max both pick up 3-second time penalties. As, oh no, $10 is now spun through the S's. And he makes a pretty safe rejoin there, GG. Stenner and B Mars swapping positions right there. Stenner on fresh mediums. It's a little bit early to be pitting, but maybe he had wing damage, who knows, but he definitely has the traction and speed advantage on Platnor, almost running into him. But he's going to get the place even before DRS is activated. Now he's looking to get $10 using a lot of overtake. Looking to charge through the field quickly. As, whoa, what's going on with the leaderboard here? Oh no! Oh, I almost thought I just saw Just Sanders spin. Elbows out with him and GB there. And now Ritzy is looking all over the place for him, actually running out very wide, just trying to get around him. As Stenner and 10 swap. Platnor and B-Mars, but B-Mars is going to run out wide. But Platnor is going to stay behind him. So with the help of DRS, Ritzy gets by Just Sanders. Ritzy, after spinning on lap 1, already up to P5. He is flexing his muscles. It's now Bone Apple and Just Sanders both dive into the pit lane. See what tire they're going to go on to. Ooh, Bone making a front wing change. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Just Sanders is going to go onto another set of soft tires. Jump up to this battle right here, GB and Arthur. GB runs out a little bit wide, and Arthur almost spins the car. And that's going to be Ritzy. It's all over the back of these two Racing Point drivers. Arthur doing very well right now in a podium position. Of course, he hasn't stopped yet. Top 6, none of them have stopped. Actually, the top 7. As, whoa, Arthur almost spins, and he does spin. Arthur, don't make a dangerous rejoin, and that's another dangerous rejoin. Come on, guys. Arthur was doing so well, and then the tire's just not having enough grip. Now Stenner on his fresh mediums. Gonna capitalize very soon on Arthur. As Arthur, yep, he's gonna dive into the pits. As some of our leaders are pitting now. So Racing Point double stack. GB onto the mediums. Now a lot of these drivers starting to come in for their first stops a lot earlier than what I expected. I expected the drivers to pit around lap 8, lap 9, but clearly the tire's not being able to take it. As GB looking to get around Knox. Knox is absolutely struggling right now, and he's not going to put up too much of a challenge right there. As we have another yellow flag, who's come off? Nobody? Alright. It's now our top 3 drivers, Ultra Titan, Ritzy Raccoon, And for the Max, all coming to the pit lane as Just Sanders through the final corner. This is a dangerous overtaking spot, but he's not going to wait around any longer. He gets the place on Knox. Now he's going to overtake and pull away. As Ritzy dropping a lot of positions. All these guys that waited, they got undercutted, and now they're going to have to go right through the field. But the advantage is, wow, Ritzy taking a little peek at Ultra Time there. But now the advantage is they have fresh tires around this track. The tire advantage is huge. It is massive. Ultra and Ritzy both looking to get past Just Sander. They all have relatively fresh tires. By relatively, I mean absolutely pristine. As Ritzy gets a really good run through the S's, but picks up a penalty. He actually had to lift to accommodate for Ultra Time, but Ultra Time is gonna. Ritzy spun. He got overzealous, and now he's gonna make a dangerous rejoin. Tier 2 is making me upset. I think what happened is that Ritzy didn't expect Ultra Time to also try to go for a move on Just Sanders, so once he saw it, he was already kind of put into a bad situation, and by that point, there was nothing he could really do. He tried to cut the track, but he just made contact, and then another spin, and another dangerous rejoin. It's now Platnor and GB. Platnor on 9-lap old hards. Gotta assume that he's gonna be doing a one-stop here. It's now Arthur and Dubsy going side by side. Arthur, or not Arthur, Dubsy. What was that about, buddy? Brake check question mark? And Arthur, I believe Arthur's lost the end plate. Yes, he has. He has lost his left end plate as a result of that contact. At that point in the corner, Dubsy should have been accelerating just fine, but he just never went. It's definitely going to be looked at after the race. Now Total 420 and Jamie swapping, but further up front, Platnor losing all the positions now on his hard tires. He's going really slow. No, the hard tires aren't the best around this track, but still, this is a little concerning here. Now Bone Apple Tea with overtake and DRS coming up soon. On the medium tires. No problem at all. Easy overtake, easy as can be. And behind them, Ritzy and Platnor. This is going to be, what, the third time now? As Ritzy corner cuts to the third time that he's going to have to come through the field. He has the pace, but just needs the luck. Now he's looking for a move on Platnor. And he gets the move done. Setting a purple sector 1. Lugi picks up a penalty. Lugi right now in P2. Of course, still yet to stop out on the mediums right now, but nice to see him up there. As long as, wow, English, Chalupa, English. As B-Mars right now in P4. Both Mercedes boys with the same strategy, but as we saw right there, all the cars queuing up right behind B-Mars. That's 1, 2, 3 cars behind him. All faster than him, quite honestly, with the tire advantage. 4 cars actually, 5 cars actually. Bone, Apple Tea, and Ritzy, as Ritzy is weaving down the straightaway. Bone taking a defensive line into turn 1. But it doesn't matter, as Ritzy's going to go around the outside in turn 1 and get the move complete by turn 2. As now B-Mars is going to lose the spot to GB. And here we go. Now B-Mars is just going to get overtaken by everybody now. Ultra Titan all over the back of Just Sanders right now, and both are going to get a better run than B-Mars here. What's going to happen? As they're going to go 3 wide. And oh my goodness, Ultra Titan, he gets the move complete. He runs out a little bit wide, but 3 wide into the final sector. Oh my goodness, that was amazing, man. Tier 2 is going 3 wide. Stenner at Spa. What was the other time that they went 3 wide? I should really know this if I'm trying to make an example. But anyways, now Ritzy Raccoon falling behind B-Mars. Look at all the ground that he's making up. He's going to try to go around the inside of turn 2 and 3. And now Bone Apple T is looking to get by B-Mars here. Down the inside, easy as it can be. Now the last one to make the overtake relatively soon will be Max. But Max just corner cutted right there. Another warning, as almost everybody has a time penalty except B-Mars, Platnor, and Nox. We'll take a look at the penalties later on, but right now, pulling on Maxim all over the back of B-Mars, now with the help of DRS and engaging overtake. No, I don't want to switch. The driver's still going side by side. A little bit of contact was made there. The beautiful helicopter shots as Max is just going to power around the outside with the traction advantage. When is B-Mars going to pit? He lost. How many positions was that? What, 6 cars that went by him? I wish I didn't click the trigger, as now the driver's going 3 wide once again. Holy moly, Ritzy Raccoon. He's not done. Down the inside of Ultra Titan into turn 1, and he's going to slide, and he almost spins again. Side by side through turns 3 with GB. GB and Ritzy going side by side. GB having no DRS. What is Just Sanders going to do? Just Sanders going to go down the inside of GB. Pushes him out a little bit, makes a little bit of contact and slides, but everybody somehow keeps it clean and on the racetrack. We saw Ritzy Tokyo drifting that Williams through turns 1 and 2 there. He almost spun it again. Ritzy Raccoon has the speed, but he's getting himself into some questionable situations that is making me very, very nervous. As GB runs out wide and picks up another penalty. I said I would take a look at the penalties. Well, here we go. We're going to take a look at them. As there we go. SSR Stenner right now in P1 with 11 seconds, and Loogie with 9. Ultra Titan with 15 seconds worth of penalties. Holy moly. And Maxim in P9 with 12 seconds worth of penalties right there. That is going to be a lot of changing around after the race. I fear for Ultra Titan right now with 15 seconds worth of penalties so far. Decent chance that he could get disqualified if he keeps this up, as B-Mars finally dives into the pits. Now Bone Apple T on the back of Just Sanders. Both drivers having DRS, but Bone Apple T having the overspeed. Now looking down the inside, both drivers side by side, and they're still going to go side by side, and they're still side by side. As, Just Sanders pushed out Bone Apple T, and Bone Apple T said, well, if we're going to play like that, a little bit of contact through those corners. Bone Apple getting the place on Just Sanders. Doesn't look to have wing damage, but he is struggling right now. It's now Formula Maxim is going to look, but right now, the battle for P2, Bascombe is going to try it on the inside. That's a dangerous place to overtake. Loogie on dead medium tires is going to dive into the pits. There we go. Just Sanders gets wheel spin out of the final corner. Doesn't get a good run onto the main straightaway. Now Formula Maxim with DRS and Slipstream, not using overtake though. Now he's going to use the overtake. He's going to pull alongside of him heading into turn 1, and he's going to get past him, so there doesn't have to be any side-by-side racing. Sad face emoji as Stenner picks up another time penalty, still staying out. As C. Murph says, those pens. Yes, indeed, a lot of penalties, a lot of penalties. As Jamie picks up another penalty. $10 on the back of Dubsy. 10 having slightly fresher tires. Or not slightly, that is a pretty big advantage on this track. 3-lap fresher tires. He picks up a penalty, but he has closed the distance. Now using DRS and overtake. Two drivers going side by side, and they're still going to be side by side at the apex at the corner. No, they're not. $10 gets the place. P11 recovering after having that spin. It's now total 420. Does not have a good run through the S's, and Arthur's just going to pull away. Let's see if Dubsy can make a challenge. Can put up any sort of challenge here with DRS. He doesn't get a good run through turn 3. And $10 is just going to extend his gap. As here we go. This is who I want to watch. Ritzy Raccoon right now in P4. Hunting down Bascombe for P3. Now onto the main straight. There's a yellow flag, and oh, Jamie, no. This is going to be a dangerous rejoin. No, it's not. It's going to be a safe rejoin. I wonder what happened there, but we'll have to find out after the race. As Ritzy looking and looking on Bascombe, but not doing anything right now. He's going to wait for the second DRS straight. Out of turn 3, he track extends. It was close. He might have got a warning for that, as Jamie's got a time penalty, a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. As a 5-second for speeding. I think he's called it quits, and yes, he has. Jamie's not had a good time in Tier 2 lately. These races have been tough. As Max picks up a penalty for corner cutting, and there we go. Ritzy corner cuts. These drivers just racking up penalties every single lap. Would not be surprised if there's like a ban wave of, no, that's not what it would be called, a ban wave. A wave of drivers disqualified at the end of the race in the closing laps. But anyways, Ritzy now 4/10 away from Bascombe. In his toe, in his slipstream, using DRS. The two drivers now going side by side, heading into turn 1. Bascombe is still there through turn 2 and turn 3. Ritzy is going to get the place, but Bascombe is still going to challenge him. But without DRS, there's not much that he'll be able to do. As there we go, Ritzy now up into P3. Let's get the leaderboard back up here. How am I going to do that? There we go. It's Bone Apple T now, right behind GB. Bone Apple almost loses the car right there. I told you earlier, that curb is dangerous. If you get your car up onto it, it will hook it. He's lost a buttload of time to GB. Alright, here's part 2 of this battle. Ritzy versus Bascombe. Now it's Bascombe's turn to have the DRS slipstream and overtake engaged. He has almost nothing to play with in terms of battery, as there's a yellow flag for... No, I'm not going to turn to it right now. Seems like everybody's good enough anyways. Bone Apple Tea is actually in the pits along with Max. 16 laps to go. He'll be going on to the mediums, I assume, to the end. Ultratron picks up yet again another penalty as Bascom gets a really good run through the S's there. Still staying within the DRS range. Stenner picks up a penalty for speeding in the pits. It's a silly mistake as Ritzy's going to go into the pits and, ooh, I thought Bascom was going to follow him in, but he didn't. Stenner's going to go on to the mediums. Ritzy. Let's see what Ritzy's going to do here all the way at the end of the pit lane. I see a set of mediums. Yes, there we go. Medium tires for Ritzy. And Platinor still has not pitted. Or actually, yes, he has pitted. Well, I guess he got caught up in a lap 1 incident and decided to go onto the hards there. Okay. Wait, no, hold on. He started the race on the hards. Okay, so the thingy's just lying to me. Whatever. Anyways, Bone Apple Tea now. And Loogie going side by side into turn 1. Loogie trying to stick it around the outside, but he's going to go deep. Takes a dangerous angle, but luckily doesn't make any contact with Bone. Now Bone's teammate Ritzy on his fresh mediums is going to be pulling up to the back of Loogie very quickly. Max picks up a 3-second time penalty. So the S's Loogie seems to get a pretty decent run through there, holding even with Ritzy right now. As Bascom goes into the pit lane for a set of mediums. As Bone Apple is all over the back of Platinor. And he's going to cut the track just a little bit as there's a safety car for the Maxim. Whoa, what happened here? Was that? Oh, no. He pulled a Valtteri Bottas 2019 in qualifying. Max, there we go. He went straight into the wall and lost his suspension. I wonder if he just got overzealous on the throttle and the car snapped on him, or if he just understeered straight into the wall. Well, safety car out now, and a lot of these guys just pitted for the mediums. We have a few guys scattered throughout the field that haven't stopped yet for the second time, but oh, this changes everything. While we have a moment, Tier 1 going live at midnight and 6 Central, so just over an hour. Wow, we still have a lot of time left in this race. This has been a really fun one. Still surprised there's this much racing left, but like I said before, Tier 1 going live in an hour. Make sure to tune in to that. The best we have to offer. Now GB's going to dive into the pit lane here. Ultratron's going to stay out. So now 10 and Platinum should be coming in. Yep, there we go. And Loogie's going to actually stay out on the hard tires. Interesting strategy call there, but whatever he feels best is best. Some racing coming out of the pit lane there. So now Ritzy's going to back off. It's Platinor serving a penalty in the pits. This kind of saves Arthur. Of course, remember earlier in the race the spin that he had. He's been back at the back of the field ever since, but now everybody's going to be bunched up, equal opportunities. Take a look at the penalties here. Ultra Titan very, very, very close to being disqualified here. 21 seconds worth of penalties. I believe if he picks up 2 more, I think that's what it is. If he picks up 2 more penalties, he's out. He will be disqualified, I believe. I think it's somewhere like 25 seconds. So 2 more penalties and he is gone. Then Bone Appleseed with 12 seconds along with Loogie. Ritzy with 17, and there may be more after the race. GB sitting with 9. B-More is doing very well, only picking up 3 seconds worth of penalties. $10 not doing bad with 6. Lightnor picked up a 3 second. Arthur with 12. And Knox, I know this one for sure. If he picks up any other penalty, then he's going to get disqualified. With 24 seconds worth of penalties. Not good at all. Let's take a look at the tires. Most of the people in the field are on fresh tires except the Mercedes drivers who both stayed out on the hards. I do not think that is going to go well for them at all. I think they're going to get gobbled up. As in the chat, seems to be fairly active. As SSR Sandwiches said, penalty track. Yep, bunch of penalties. Bunch of penalties. Dubsy's gonna come into the pits to get off those hard tires. Safety car may be coming in this lap. He's going to be losing a bunch of time. Will it come in this lap? No, I think it's too late to release the field now. But then again, knowing this game, who knows? Hopefully everybody keeps their gaps under this safety car. Would be silly to pick up a penalty, especially with how close some of these guys are to being disqualified. Everybody keeping their distance though, weaving quite aggressively to keep up the tire attempts. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the championship standings, or once they pop up anyways. Loogie and Bone, or not Loogie and Bone, Loogie and Ritzy getting close together. There we are, there's the championship standings. Once again, remember Tier 1 going live in just about an hour. Now some of these back markers making their way back up through. Hopefully they can catch the tail of the field before we get going. Safety car should be in this lap. It should be in this lap. So we're gonna get the call. There we are. Safety car in this lap. This is making me a little bit nervous though. The safety car basically releasing the field at the stadium section. The field's going to have to slow down so much to allow the safety car to get into the pits. This is going to be dangerous. Hopefully everybody can keep it clean. The Stenner already engaging the overtake. And there we are. Stenner's gone. He's almost went into the pit wall. Man, that was close, trying to break the slipstream at all costs. As this has been a fairly clean safety car restart. bunch of gaps forming, to be honest, but not back here. 3 wide into turn 1. And now through turn 2. Arthur already jumping up into P11, using a lot of overtake for this restart. But he's going to get past just Sanders. Well, it was a really clean safety car restart. I expected a lot of carnage. That's what I wanted to say. I expected a lot of incidents, but nope. Everybody kept their gaps, and well, no spinners yet. So now Ritzy's all over the back of Loogie. Loogie's still on those hard tires. As Hamilton is asked, Hamilton? Yeah, that's how you pronounce that. Loogie is going to get overtaken here by Ritzy and now GB. Everyone using overtake here. This is going to be flashbacks earlier in the race. Will they go 3 wide into turn 1? No. GB stays behind Loogie for the moment. Oh! Contact is being made. That transition was weird. So now Arthur's going to go past $10 whole. And I just want to answer Hamilton's questions. Hamilton. Yeah, there's a lot of penalties. I'll take another look at it later. As $10 whole goes out very wide and dangerously rejoins the track and then pushes out just Sanders. He went wide there and then just came back up. Not good, not good, not good. As GB and Ritzy both went by Loogie. Yes, I am struggling with words, AJ. These drivers are doing too much for my mind to handle. Now Arthur's on the back of B-Mars. B-Mars on the hard tire, of course. As now DRS has been enabled. I wish I could ride on board, but Arthur has the stupid engine glitch. Stupid engine glitch. Not a fan at all. Arthur having virtually no ERS to play with. He's going to run himself out of battery. And there we go. But that doesn't matter. It's through turns 1 and 2. And now turn 3. Arthur, I thought he was going to be able to get the place, but no. B-Mars defending very well. Loogie picks up another time penalty. The Mercedes boys in P7 and P8 right now. Alright, here we are now. Arthur, slides through the S's. He is going to have DRS as B-Mars runs out very wide. Oh, the stupid engine glitch. I just want to ride on board. As Knox, there we go. Knox has been disqualified. Multiple penalties. Over 25 seconds worth of penalties, and the first one has fallen. As now Arthur, please get by B-Mars. Oh, I don't want to sit with this engine glitch any longer. He still has no battery to play with. Only slipstream and DRS, but he's going to try it once again into turn 1. And he's going to get past B-Mars. B-Mars looking around the outside of turn 2, but he doesn't pull alongside of him. And now it's time to set sails as Arthur runs out wide. Track extends. As further up front, teammates battling now. Ritzy and Bon Appetit both on the mediums, P4, P5. Ritzy has had a really, really eventful race. Multiple spins. He had to climb through the field multiple times, but he has the pace. Now setting his sails on Bascombe. Setting his sails? No, setting his sights. Yeah, that's proper English. Anyways, Ritzy runs out wide there. Most likely picked up another warning. Oh! $10 in B-Mars now decided to go side by side through the stadium section. As, ooh, that was very tight. Somebody could have gone into the wall there easily. And now that's brought Just Sanders to the party. $10 with Just Sanders now going side by side. Both drivers having DRS. Lugie's going to get swallowed up. Not Lugie. B-Mars is going to get swallowed up. They're going to split B-Mars heading into turn 1. That was one clean overtake. That's going to end up on the season highlight reel for sure. Good thing that nobody made any contact or pushed anybody out wide. That wall was coming up quickly in the final corner. Now Dubsy and Platnor. Dubsy on the hards and Platnor finally off of the hards on the mediums. A little bit of battling between those two, but let's jump up further up front is... Oh, that's why he was saying my name. Ultrastein needs to invite... Oops. My apologies, Ultra. I've sent an invite. Oops. I did not see that on the screen. My fault. Now he's going to lose all the places. Oh, I feel so bad. He was sitting in P2. Now his AI is just losing all the places. Ultra Titan, I'm sorry, man. Bone Apple Tea's now gonna go by. Pain. I'm gonna send another one just to be sure. Alright, I've sent him another invite. Once again, my apologies. I did not see. As Titan says that the servers are not good right now, that he can't even open the game. Really great race. Going bad for him, but now he's going to drop another position in GB. As Rissy up into P3 now off of that disconnect. He's going to be looking to get P2 very soon. Bascombe only 5/10 in front. Now with the help of DRS, Slipstream, and there we go. Overtake has been engaged. Let's see what Ritzy can do. Down this long front straightaway, he pulls out. And he's going to get back in line before turn 1. Good overtake. As there's a yellow flag. Hopes he has a 5-second penalty for speeding, and he has retired from the session. Now Arthur and Lugie going side by side now. Arthur making his way very aggressively through the field. He's been on an absolute crazy charge. As Ultra Titan, unfortunately he can't get in the game. He was having a great race. Arthur now all over the boat. Whoa! Whoa, Arthur. And now Lugie has cut the track, and now $10 is going to get past Arthur. I was just getting ready to say Arthur is almost pushing Lugie through the corner, and it looked like there was a little bit of contact there which forced Lugie out wide and to cut the track and all that good stuff, and now Arthur is losing all the positions. Arthur and Just Sanders now going side by side. Arthur's going to tuck into the slipstream. He's going to try to go around the outside into turn 1. Ooh, he almost makes contact with $10 there, but now to the inside for turn 2 and the outside again for turn 3. He's going to keep the position on Just Sanders. Now Lugie and B-Mars now battle the teammate. Says, whoa, Lugie out on the grass momentarily. Now B-Mars is going to get by him, and now $10 in Ultra Titan. Nope, not Ultra Titan. Ultra Titan's Ghost. Man. He did nothing wrong. He was having a great race. As Arthur Cuts the track a little bit to get by. Just Sanders now, decently close to the back of Arthur. He's gonna have a try. It's gonna be well within DRS range. Let's see what he's gonna do with it. He's using a little bit of overtake. He's not close enough to really do anything with it. Lugi using a lot of overtake, trying to stay close to B-Mars, both on hard tires with 1 lap difference between the two. Right now sitting in P9 and P10, the Mercedes boys having a pretty good race. As Stenner picks up a penalty, one more look at the penalties. There we go, Stenner with 20 seconds worth of penalties. Right now, he will still... No, he won't win the race. Right now, Bascombe will jump them. And hey, GB might jump them too. GB in 10. May be able to jump them if it stays like this. Stenner picks up a few more penalties. That's going to be it from him. He will be disqualified. It's now Bone Apple T. 6/10 back using DRS and overtake. He's gaining a lot on Bascombe. Still using overtake. He's going to take a look down the inside into turn 1. Now the two are going side by side through turns 2 and 3. Bone Apple T getting the place on Bascombe and having the DRS. Right now, Bone Apple T in P3. We're of course going to have to see what happens with all the penalties, but his pace today has been great. His pace the last few races have been really good. Good to see. As there's a yellow flag, and that's... Oh no, Stenner spun and he's broken his front wing. Stenner leading the race. The only thing that was a concern from him was for the penalties that he had, all the penalties, but now he's spun and now he's sitting in P4. Correction, he didn't break his front wing. It looks like that, but another spin through the S's. The tires shouldn't be a tire wear issue. They are pretty fresh at the moment, so I guess he just got up on the curb a little bit too much. But now, looky here, Ritzy Raccoon, his first race for SSR. Right now leading on the final lap in Bone Apple Team. Bascombe battling once again. Bascombe getting past Bone Apple for the moment. And now Stenner doesn't get a good run out of turn 3. He's using DRS right now, not using overtake. I think he's going to save it for the final DRS straight. As we see this 4-car train. Penalties will decide everything with these 4 drivers. As here we go. Stenner using DRS and overtake, everything he has, but it's not going to be enough. He will not catch Bone Apple T, and GB is not in a position to fight. Ritzy Raccoon coming out of the final corner. And up across the line, he's P1 on track, he's weaving, he's happy, but what's going to happen now with the penalties? Bascombe's going to take the win so far, but no, there we go, everything switching in Bone Apple T. Don't tell me he's done it. Don't tell me he's done it. We still have to wait on 10. 10's going to jump into P5, and Arthur in P7. I'm getting happy. Lugi in P10, Ultra Titan in 11th so far. His ghosted car. Let's see what's going to happen with that. He's going to stay P11 and P12. Platnor in total 12, 13. They can handle all of that. I don't really care. Bone Apple T has won. Oh my goodness. He had the pace. He had really good pace. and penalties got him the win. If I'm not mistaken, that is his first for SSR. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy for Bone. He deserves this. Look at him jumping. Look at that celebration. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy race right there. That was a crazy race. Spins, penalties, the safety car at the end. And Bone Apple Tea taking the win with GB. Very good in P2. And Bascom, P3. Ritzy winning on track. But of course the penalties knocking him to P4 and $10 after spinning early on. Recovering P5. Look at B Mars in P6 reserving for AJ, his dad. Very good finish right there. Stenner in 7th after spinning in the closing stages. Unfortunate. Arthur in P8. Sanders in P9 and Platinor in P10. And then Ultra Titan, of course, having that disconnect. Sad to see. And Jamie retiring, of course, after that spin. Let's take a quick look at the race director here. This is going to be a long page. Look at all these corner cuts and track extensions. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of penalties to digest. As there's all the penalties. Just make sure to stick around. We're going to get everybody into the party here for the post-race interviews, and also stick around for Tier 1 going live in just around 3 minutes. Where's Bascom at? There he is. Alright, I see that Bone Apple Tea, our race winner, has joined the party. Bone.
Hello
First
there.
of all, congratulations. That race was amazing. Second of all, just dissect everything that you saw and witnessed and just the whole everything. How was your race?
Well, it started pretty bad as I hit my teammate in turn 4, I think. He locked up in front of me and we were both racing Stenner, and unfortunately, and I was forced to change front wing in my stop, so I lost time then. And then oh, this track is nearly impossible to race on. But it worked out well in the end. We'll have to.
Extremely, yeah. Your first big win for SSR. Just how's it feel for you?
It feels good. It will feel better after this review and everything. I'm pretty sure my is not secure yet, but we'll see.
Once again, congratulations to you. Alright, moving on to GB. You have ticked the box, right?
Yeah, I've ticked.
Okay. Well, GB, to be honest, Ooh, one may be having some problems. Okay, anyways, let's talk about that later. GB, your race, to be honest, to the first few portions, I didn't really see you, but then after the safety car, you were there battling everyone, and due to penalty, you were able to snatch P2. Great race for you. Just describe everything that went on.
I mean, right now I'm a bit of a wreck. I'm stumbling to find my wallet, tended to slip to the steward. No, well, I won't say I was nowhere. I was probably about net 4, I reckon, after the first, but that safety car just helped massively because I got hit and I came like P7 and a few nice overtakes here and there. Just everything sort of fell into place today, and then at the end I was just basically begging the lads I was in the party with, Arthur and Hamilton, for just information on people penalties and the gaps and stuff, because I knew there was a chance I could win it. And as soon as Sten spun it, I was suddenly, I think I was on course to win it, but I got on the last lap, avoiding Sten, who braked a bit earlier than I expected, and gave Bone Apple a win. So I'm now praying the stewards penalty can get the win, but I can't believe it. That was a little race.
was indeed a crazy race from the commentary. I can't even speak English properly. I was fumbling words. Amazing race. Good job on your P2, P1. What happens afterwards? Now moving on to P3. Ascombe. Ascombe. I really remember talking to you post race interviews on the podium. So this probably feels very good. Okay, that sounds very arrogant. Let me restart. Congratulations on your P3. Very good race. Didn't see you get involved in any incidents, anything like that. Go through the motions of your race, the safety car and motions.
I don't really even know because GP, I feel I should be speaking. To be honest with you, got a really annoying penalty under the safety car, which hopefully, possibly might get removed. 5 seconds.
Don't you dare.
You know, but obviously we'll find that out later. But about the race, I mean, the race was amazing. I've never had more fun in a race than that one, which I never thought I'd say after a Mexico race. Quali was really good, P5, and then just avoided the spinners at the start. Lap one, the first sort of stint or so before the safety car pace was really good. Ultra and Stenner obviously a bit quicker up the road, but we looked good for a podium. And then, the safety car came out, punched everyone up, and, with penalties, I thought that I was going to be on for quite a comfortable win. And then right at the end of the safety car, we got a 5-second penalty, which just bunched the whole field up with penalties. Everyone was pretty equal. And, the last 10 or whatever it was laps were just incredible, fighting, trying to defend off the guys behind, trying to then re-overtake Bowen when he got past me at the last lap there. Credit to everyone because as far as I know, the racing was super clean and it was just a lot of fun. So hopefully it looked as good on the stream as it did to be a part of. So very happy with P3, but hopefully at some point later in the week it might change.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to see what the stewards decide. The racing was very, very, very fun between you and Bone at the end there. After the safety car, oof.
Yeah,
Those last few laps after Stenner spun, woo, things got real intense really quickly. Congratulations once again to our podium finishers, and well, we're gonna have to see who wins this race. For further information on that, make sure to check out our Instagram at Safe Space Racing. Lots of information posted on there, and of course our website. The links will be put in the stream. Alright, well that's it for me. Make sure to tune in to Tier 1 Racing in about 30 minutes, hopefully 30 minutes. The online servers seem to be a little bit suspect right now, but if everything's okay, we will be going live in 30 minutes. Oh, that's all I have to say. Is your commentator, King Chalupa 1234.
Hashtag give GB the win.
Wow, disrespect. Alright, we're gonna end it on that note.